Wow.
Hi, we're Nosology, and welcome to our end of the year recap video.
We'll be answering some questions today.
Yes.
And kind of just going over the eventful year we've had. I'm Trinidad.
I'm Maxine.
And I'm Deputy, and you're watching Girlsology. They're gonna sue us.
Yeah, they're probably gonna say.
Okay, so we'll just be kind of recapping and going throughout this year because, you know, we started this year. We've gone through a lot this year.
A lot.
For being new, that was... Oof.
But I think we've accomplished a lot so far with just being independent, kind of doing everything ourselves. We have had a lot of help, especially from our two friends, Ari and Janina. Shout out! So yeah, I think that this year has just been a lot of growth, a lot of journey, and we are excited to go over it with you guys.
Yeah. Definitely. And we want to make it kind of like intimate. So there's nothing crazy going on. We don't have any mics.
Yeah.
It's just us reflecting with you guys. What was a fear you had to face this year, but what did you learn in the process?
A fear I had was definitely performing in front of people. I mean, when I was younger, I definitely had experience like being on stage, but as an adult, it's a little different because I feel like people are a little bit more judgy, especially when it comes to like as independent artists. We really have to showcase hard work, and I feel like a lot of the fear is like actually messing up, not singing correctly, because then it really showcases where my work is at and what I need to work on too. So stage presence for sure, but I feel like I've gotten a little bit better at interacting with the crowd. What would you say?
I think that for me, my biggest fear this year was a lot of the health stuff that I went to. Immediately kind of like starting off heavy, but I think especially because it started in 2024, and then this year there's more of a grasp on what's going on, and it's just been a lot to kind of navigate with this journey and the amount of things and growth that I've seen from all of us, especially with the amount of performances we did live this year, which it was a lot, and it was a lot. We were performing girlies this year. But I would have to say my health, and I think the thing that I learned from it is that it's okay to kind of remove other things to take care of yourself and put the energy that you do have into the things you love without feeling guilty. Yeah, it's a really hard lesson for me to learn, but I learned it. It's becoming more of a good balance. So
Definitely always prioritize your health. You know,
that too. I agree.
I think, I guess being seen in a way. I don't know. It's like really interesting because I don't know. The internet is full of scrutiny, and so when you take this path and you finally start putting yourself out there, yeah, you receive good, but you also receive negative.
Right.
And I don't know. People tend to focus a lot on people's bodies and everything about them. They'll pick them apart. If you happen to feel too good about yourself, or you express that, or you look too confident, or you look too happy, they'll come for that. It's really weird.
It's that inner hate.
Yeah, it really is weird.
Self-hatred, and then they
They thrive off of seeing other people
And
down on them.
I feel like, I mean, yeah, you kind of have to overcome that because it's like, on one hand, you really have to have thick skin going into this, but on the other hand, it's like being okay would be like, hey, that was shitty. Like, you should take time to, think about that. But at the same time, I feel like I've come out stronger after that because, I mean, like, fuck you.
Right. I mean, especially like all the years I have known you, I feel like your confidence really has like blossomed. Like, I think that's one of my favorite traits about you that I look up to, especially like when it comes to the stage presence thing and being on camera with people, is having that confidence.
Yes.
And I always think like, what would Dippity do? I should do that.
Yes. I think that's like, that's something good. It's something that you have to take time to build up.
Right.
If you could send a message back to yourself at the start of this year, what would you tell her? And what would she be surprised for?
Ooh. I think mine would be like it gets better. I feel like, especially last year, there was a lot of things in my personal life that I was going through, and also like being a mom as well now. It was like, how am I gonna balance this, And I was really worried about like scheduling or like making sure I show up on time to things or being present present in the group, but I feel like all that stress was like for nothing because I still make it work when I can. And even times we've recorded so many times when I really had my kid here. So I feel like just telling myself like it gets better, things work out, especially with like a lot of like past drama that we've had with like other things, past people, to not give up. And I think that'd be a pretty big shock to younger me.
And you guys shout out to you because you really made it work.
Thank you. I tried.
Yeah.
A lot of you.
Shout out to you.
You played it like Tetris. You had everything where you made it look so easy.
Bruh, sometimes it'd be
hard.
stressful,
You
especially
made it
when
work.
I was pregnant and having like the blood clot issues and all that, and not wanting to like get up because I felt so ill. I'm just like, I still gotta walk in, I still gotta do this dance. I think that would be one thing I'd tell my younger self is just keep pushing, keep going with it. You do get where you want to go, especially with the right people.
I would just tell my younger self to answer that really weird Instagram message that's gonna tell you that they want you to audition for a girl group because although it's very scary to kind of put yourself out there in that way or audition in a way and kind of navigate and that stuff, you're gonna meet some really great people and they're gonna have your back and you're not gonna have to worry about a lot of stuff that you had to worry about in previous friendships and things of that nature. You are going to have some serious platonic heartbreak. You're gonna have some, and it's okay. It's gonna hit you, and you're going to be wanting to just be like whatever and be done with things. But you didn't. You did all the stuff, so you should be proud of that. This is also 2025 is gonna be the first year that you truly kind of experience fainting or faint a few times. It's gonna be very scary for you. It's very spooky scary, but after you figure out why you're fainting, you start taking your folic acid and you realize that your ferritin's not supposed to be at a 4 because people don't normally stand upright when that's happening. And you were. You're going to create some really cool things with some really amazing people and you're going to have a fun time doing it. And, you know, you're going to be setting yourself up to be able to continue to do that for years and years to come so that you're not on stage and being like, oh, why is everything blacking out? So now you're able to... You're gonna get just hang in there. Things are gonna be really weird for a bit, but it's gonna be okay.
I think you've been doing really well with your health stuff too.
Yeah. You've been doing everything that you can. And we love that.
Mm-hmm.
We love the fact that
It's hard to advocate for yourself with your health when you're not in like comforting environments. But I feel like in this environment, I never have to look at the. I don't have to fill out like paperwork to make sure that people know that I'm not crazy. This is what's happening.
Right.
I don't feel like I have to prove that I'm going through something health-wise. You guys just can like tell sometimes and be really respectful of it. So I always appreciate that.
Right. I mean, anytime that you've been like, oh, I don't feel well, you always want to prioritize your health.
Yeah.
You know, because you're priceless. You know, like there's if you are hurt and there's something going on with you, like there's nothing to make that up for us to continue further. Like your health is really more important.
And also having people around us who also understand that. Shout out to Shad, because that was the choreographer for Glimmer, and he's absolutely amazing, and he really worked
Oh yeah.
with us and adjusted. So really shout out to him. It's important to have people in the music industry and in this industry that care.
Yeah.
Because some people don't get it. And some people, I feel like they lose themselves in this industry. They get an ego about them. They get too big-headed, and they kind of forget that at the end of the day, we're all people. We're all just regular people. Do what we gotta do. Exactly. So that's beautiful job, right?
What about you? Yeah.
I'd probably just tell her, really, just keep going, girl. Like, I mean, looking back at the start of the year and where I'm at now, setting boundaries and keeping going and doing what you love,
Right.
no matter what people say, no matter what people try to throw your way. Quite literally, just keep going. People are gonna say what they gotta say. People are gonna do what they gotta do, and it's not always gonna be great. It's not always gonna come from a good place. Sometimes it comes from an evil place, and at the end of the day, I mean, don't let that stop the motion. Don't let that stop anything you got going on. Sometimes people are just shitty.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. when you shine too bright, people don't like that, and that's fine.
And you can't shade the sun, so.
Exactly. Keep going. Speaking of which, Pink Caviar, guys, we dropped our first EP. How do you guys feel about the whole process?
I've been definitely excited about this whole journey and the EP release because I feel like it really showcases like where our mindsets are at with the group and what we really want and our creativity. So I think we've been doing really well with, you know, the production of it.
I agree.
So, and the song Eat.
That too. I mean,
I'm
like,
blasting in my car. I'm just like,
for a first EP, like having really no money, no backing. I mean, and even doing an EP when nobody really knows you. I mean, some people think that's crazy, but it's for the love of music. Like,
right.
You know, no matter who cares, it's like we do this because we love it, not because you know we want instant gratification. It's just not gonna happen.
Right.
And the people that see it, they gonna see it. I'm just proud. I mean, we went through a crazy process. That was the first time, like, having people show up, like, do extra work. That was kind of a lot, especially, you know, when we're doing it all by ourselves.
Yeah, shout out to all those extras who rolled with us with that.
They killed
just
it.
amazing.
The acting,
the energy,
was
the
on point.
vibes, all of it. Beautiful work.
And you know what? I feel like we handled it. No, things can't always be perfect.
We handled that situation really maturely, and I have to say that even like looking back at that entire situation as a whole, I think that was just like a masterclass in how we present ourselves and the values that we hold, and it really showed that we are comfortable with being uncomfortable.
We really rode through a lot of punches for that particular release. It was such an amazing time to release as well because we really sat up there and took our time with each of those songs. And then shout out to Kenzo.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Love
you.
Ken in
It's
this
just shout out because 8 down.
No matter what we had went through, I mean, we're dealing with like stalking and verbal harassment behind, but it was like while that's happening, there are so much people who are also simultaneously showing us love and support, and we're getting opportunities to perform. Shout out to Let's Touch, shout out to just the LGBTQ community out here. We love being a part of that community, and we absolutely love just the love and support that they've given us and the platforms that they put us on. It was just such a blessing because, I mean, meanwhile, while you have all this stuff happening, it may not be savory, but there's always going to be community out there. There's always going to be a blessing right around the corner. I mean, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, no matter how dark it looks and how bleak it looks. But I feel like without that situation, we wouldn't have grown.
It didn't really put us in a halt too.
Yeah.
I think that really showcased like we were still gonna push through regardless of what was going
The
on.
momentum we had even after that was just so, it was like, okay, the behind the scenes stuff that occurred, and then right after that we're getting opportunities to perform in our first festival.
We're still continuing,
getting
like,
opportunities to come
It
out.
does show resilience.
Yeah,
Because you know what? Sometimes the devil will try you. And they do try, and it gets
Prey on
crazy.
your downfall.
But you know what? Once again, then that kind of goes back to like, it has everything to do with them and nothing to do with you. Because how people come out, the woodworks is a blessing. When people show you who they are, believe them.
Yeah.
And also I think one of my favorite things too is how much we do push ourselves. We finally do get noticed a couple of times, and it feels really cool. Like
It does.
our work is really paying off. You know, like we walk into an event and they're like, "Yo, Girlsology in the house." I was like, "Did they just say our name? Like, what the heck?" But it's been really cool getting to know certain people that work in the community, and also been trying to show as much as support and love to us as well.
The gay art scene has just really welcomed us with such open arms. Like the queer art scene in Vegas has just been super welcoming, and we're very appreciative of it because it's like without queerness, the art that we make wouldn't even exist in the first place.
Yeah, like our dances, our stuff, it pulls a lot from that scene, and not only that, we're pulling a lot from Black culture. I mean, we're following the footsteps of a lot of different queens who have paved the way before us, and also just a lot of different girl groups who paved the way for us, like TLC and stuff like that. I mean, we really look up to these people, art wouldn't be art without these people.
Right.
Yeah, and
And
it's
just creating music with the actual definition of having
Yeah,
sisterhood as well.
yes.
Like an actual connection. Like we don't hate each other behind the scenes,
Yeah.
you know, like we actually hang out every day, we talk, you know, like we do things together. And I feel like that really showcases through our music as well. That's been a really big difference too.
But I like that we're able to blend old with the new. I feel like that's so important and it's so fun. And I think it's cool of us. I think that's super cool of us.
Yeah.
It's really the art that keeps you going. Because don't get me wrong, sometimes people don't really see us, and that's fine. I know that in our hearts, I mean, the right people will see us, the right people will care. Whether it's, I mean, tomorrow could be the day, you know?
Right.
But keeping going, keeping true to ourselves, I think that's so important. I mean, 2026, what do we have planned?
Oh wow.
More projects.
Yes.
More dancing. I think that's one thing I'm really excited about is like progressing with dance.
Yes.
It's really fun, and I feel like it also boosts like what we can do as well.
Yes.
I'm definitely
I want a
2026
tour.
is. I do. I want. I want to do a tour so bad. A girls' song. That'd be so fun.
I agree. That'd be so fun. I feel like 2026, I mean, bringing out more music, it's getting involved with different organizations. We want to be a voice for a lot of different people and really get behind building our community because community is so important.
Yes.
I mean, community is what makes things run. I think people forget that. So being able to get a part of charities, especially with Sarcoma, after the passing of my niece, which rest in peace, she was a beautiful soul. Live, laugh, dance was her motto. So in honor of Zamora, I like to participate in being able to get in touch with foundations that look into sarcoma and bringing more awareness to that. And as a group, we really like to be a part of that and just giving back to our community and building it the best that we can while also doing our music because a lot of times it's more than music.
Right. Especially in Vegas, I feel like music and art is very hidden in Vegas. It's not as like outlandish as like California is when it comes to that. I feel like the communities out here, I feel like it needs more light on them. Because you can find the people that are into music and art out here, but I feel like it's very underground. Very like you have to know someone to know someone kind of thing. And I feel like with us and what we do being in that community and trying to expand more, I feel like it's gonna bring more light to like Vegas artists, you know?
Yeah. I feel like it's cool because girl groups are coming back. So there's a lot more girl groups. But simultaneously it's like hard to figure out, okay, where's our place in all this?
Right.
Like, okay, where do we stand in
Who is
all this?
listening to us? Who's our audience in the context
And
of
finding that audience.
who is supporting us consistently, just not even demographically, but just on a level where they understand what we're doing, they can relate to our
Behind
art,
it.
and they feel comfortable being like, yeah, I am a girlsologist, which is what you guys are called, by the way.
I mean, it's easy to like compare yourself like, man, they really got it all. I mean, they're hitting these notes, they're doing these things, and it's like, at the end of the day, that's them. That's them with their own unique. We're like our own unique thing. I mean, we may not be hitting runs every 2 seconds, but I feel like we bring our own little spice, you know? We got our own little flavor, our own little flair. And also remember that some of these groups are a part of like a company.
Right.
They have money.
They have like daily vocal training. They have choreography every day. Like
They got time. I mean,
we got full-time
we
jobs.
work at 9 to 5. Some of us are working past 9 to 5. I mean,
Right.
we got kids.
So I definitely give us a pat on the back for what we're
I
working
know.
for.
Definitely. I you know, but I'm proud. I have just really come a long way in just a short span of time. Like, grateful for everybody who's taken the time to follow us on TikTok. I'm grateful for all of the new followers that are on Instagram. And eventually we will be doing more YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
We be living in the moment, so we be forgetting to feel.
Yeah.
That's 2026 goal.
It's like my
True.
bad habit. If I'm out, I'm like, oh, I should have made content
the-
for that. I should have vlogged or filmed or something. But I get so mixed in just having fun with you guys. I don't even think about it.
But 2026, great things are coming. We feel very hopeful. You can book us.
Yep.
If you watching this,
We do weddings, we do birthdays.
We do everything.
Yes, we do all of
I
it.
do your quinceañera.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Girl, I do your granny's 60th birthday.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
We could be your professional development if you're an educator.
Man, I do your fish's funeral.
Yes.
Stop playing.
Yeah.
You want girlsology?
Dedicated
Bad
song for
girls
the
all-
fish.
Yes. This is
Mr.
all
Glug.
fishes. Is there anything else to say?
No, I just been really proud of, our growth, all the support. I really am grateful and appreciative of everybody. So,
Yeah. Thank you guys for being here. And hope to see you in 2026. Signing out. Bye.